1912, at the age of 18, my father came to America as an illegal immigrant. His given family name was Laying Off Fun, but to come to America, he became a paper son and took the name of Choy Fong, son of Choy Tim Hao, a Chinatown merchant. So our Lee family became Choys for all the coming generations. Detained at Angel Island, my father was finally released after being medically treated for a form of parasites. He became a salesman, a bookkeeper, a bookmaker, and the manager of his clan's gambling hall. He signed all of his papers in a beautiful English penmanship as C.F. Harry, Choy Fong Harry, and I have reason to believe that he learned his English at the Chinese Cumberland Presbyterian Church. When my father was 26, in Chinese thinking he was very old to still be single. So my grandfather ordered him home and hired a matchmaker to find my mother, Ching So Hall. Though my father returned to San Francisco after their marriage, it was not until 1928 that my mother came to San Francisco. When I retrieved her records from the National Archives, I was surprised to learn that they had adopted my cousin and the son of my mother's servant as their sons, so that one day these two males could also come as paper sons. I have a photo of my father and mother and their two paper sons, which I can show you later. On the way to America, my mother memorized pages and pages of Chinese script and maps that described the Choy family and village of my father's paper father. This was a village she had never seen and a family she had never met. My mother was also detained here at Angel Island. Though she only spent 5 weeks on the island, those 5 weeks must have seemed like 5 years to her. It must have been very hard to be here alone on the island, speaking no English, a Chinese woman who probably had to take her clothes off to be examined by a Caucasian doctor. During that time, immigration officials grilled her to find flaws in her answers about the Choys. Questions like, how many windows were there in the village school? How many steps from the front door of their home to the family hearth? Where was the ancestral shrine? If her answers were not correct, not only could she be deported, other people here on false Choy papers could also be forced to leave. When I was growing up, Mother kept a large box of valuable documents on the third shelf of the cupboard in her bedroom. She always feared that at any time immigration officials could force their way in and threaten her again with deportation. I was told by her often never to open the box. Of course, I was a child. I managed to climb to the third shelf, and I opened that box many times to look through my mother's official documents. One of those documents were these Chinese thin sheets of Chinese calligraphy, which I can show to you later, but they were her cheat sheets. Everybody knows what cliff notes are. These are my mother's Chinese cliff notes. She had to learn the Choy family history before she was interrogated. I was born in 1942, so I am 68 years old today. Today is my very first visit to Angel Island. It has taken me this long to visit the place of my parents' incarceration. And so I stand before all of you today to pay tribute to my parents, to take note of their courage, to acknowledge the pain that they had to endure while incarcerated in the barracks here, and to publicly honor them for crossing half the globe to come to America so that their children, my brother and my two sisters, could live the good life that we do today. I am and always will be eternally grateful to them and for them. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.